morning from Monteverde. We had an awesome night tour last night. A lot of rain, so we dried off, and then we're starting the day right with breakfast and a view. So this is our first true day in Monteverde, right next to the Koora Hotel. They back up to their own reserve. It's called the Aguti Reserve, and there's about I think a mile and a half or 2 miles worth of trails. It's basically all to yourself. Another cool thing we learned on the Aguti Trail was there's a lot of these leafcutter ants, but there's also these giant ant colonies. So this entire hill is the entire ant colony. Somewhere in here, there's a single queen, and everyone's working for her. These ants are taking out the trash. Would be the main entrance. The main reason they're bringing in the leaves is because it grows a bunch of fungus and mushrooms, and it's their source of food. They have moved so much between the trail, they've actually created an entire trail. You can see the trail from all the way up to the sky with the drone. It's pretty impressive.
Look at how massive this tree is.
Gigantic tree.
We heard that there were like 3 avatar trees here, and we were just looking on the map, and when we looked up, we're like, this could be it.
That's gotta be one of them.
Right?
We just realized
We just need a look.
it's called the Aguti Reserve, and that's what those little guinea pigs are called, agutis. So Heather found somebody's nightmare.
What?
Unfortunately,
What the hell? You saw?
the big freaking tree, but I'm not inclined to walk under it anymore after seeing the spider orgy. There's like 12 different trails you can take. I think if you do like the big loop, it's about 3 kilometers out and 3 back maybe. So we've seen agutis, those blue butterflies,
Worms.
a lot of weird birds, cool avatar trees, spider orgy.
None of the insides of the trunks have any rings because they actually never stop growing. Like we see rings because that's like a growth cycle.
Yeah, seasons, and then here there's
seasons.
one season, so
You'll never see rings.
Yeah, that's why they grow a lot faster, and that's why it's just green everywhere. Okay, so earlier today we did our own self-guided hike. We didn't know what the heck we were looking at half the time, but tonight we're doing a night tour in Monteverde. So there's a bunch of little preserves and botanical gardens and forests and jungles all around this whole area, and we're gonna go do a guided night tour. Let's go. Oh, it's raining too, by the way. So
It's raining
in the rainforest. It's crazy.
Can you believe it?
We survived. Our night tour went as expected. If you're gonna do a night tour in the jungle in Costa Rica, it rained the entire time. And not just rained, it poured. So I'll show you what we did get. We saw some snakes.
How boys find their couples.
A couple of toucans sleeping, which we've never seen a toucan in the wild, and they look fake. You're gonna see this picture. It looks like a cartoon. We also saw some frogs. What else? Ants. We saw toucans, yes. So we're gonna call it a day here. And tomorrow we're gonna do maybe a sky bridge and a dinner, which I'm super excited about. We will see you guys tomorrow. Adios, pura vida. Good morning. Today we're gonna go explore one of these sky bridges. Apparently there's a lot of hanging and suspension bridges where you can zip line and walk across. What are you doing?
Encouragement. I'm a little nervous about the hanging bridges. I'm scared of heights, so I remember in Montenegro we drank a lot of moonshine type stuff before, and so we were right up that mountain. I didn't even realize it.
Scaled the mountain.
Yeah.
so yesterday we did 2 hikes. Today, I guess this is the 3rd hike, and since this has been straight uphill, up, up, up and away. Eventually gonna get to the bridges, I think. But if you're gonna come to the Sky Bridge, just be prepared to walk uphill. Then again, this place is called Green Mountain.
Well, I really didn't know we were gonna walk up every mountain available though.
We made it to bridge number 1. This bridge, 216 feet, 49 feet. Cuento uno, complete. Cost to get in to do the skywalk was about $25 a person. You can do a guided tour where they'll tell you more about the plants and the fauna and the wildlife. I feel like we got a lot of that last night with the night tour that we couldn't show you too much of because it was pouring the entire time. We made it to bridge number 2. This one's a little longer, 400 feet. I think the last one was about 150 feet. So this bridge is a lot longer. If you're afraid of heights, I don't know, it seems pretty secure. You can see Heather doesn't like that there's these little gaps at the end here. It's going to be put your feet through, technically, but it'd be impossible to fall through. And they're pretty secure. This is kind of like copper wire. So I think if you're afraid of heights, it's manageable. Definitely more manageable than the zip line or repellent that Sky Adventures offers. So this is the least scary of their options. But if you're going to come to Monteverde, you have to come to one of these tours so you can get these amazing views of the mountain. This is the scariest bridge of them all. Bridge number 2.5. Another cool thing is just the birds singing the entire time. Bridge number 3, 374 feet. Reached bridge number 4. So the specific company we're using is called Sky Adventure, and it's the Sky Bridge Walk. Make sure you check the weather out. Right now it's beautiful. So there's 6 bridges. We're doing 5. This is the longest one. 774 feet. It's the longest bridge in the whole of Monteverde, and as you can tell, they're surrounded by jungle. So we did come in their rainy season, although all year long is rainy season, but it's their rainier seasons, so it's also less tourists. But if you're going to think about coming in October, you're going to have to deal with more rain, but you're also going to be able to have a lot of the restaurants, parks, all the hotels, a lot to yourself. So with yesterday's hikes, we spent it all on the ground, but now we hit the overhead view. The cool thing is you can actually hear water all the way down there. There's a stream somewhere down there, but there's just layers and layers and layers and layers of trees. It's really neat. That's about 1.5 miles. Pretty simple walk. The first part is just an elevation, but then it's kind of all downhill from there. So if you're going to come here, it's about $25 to do your own self-guided tour. If you're not doing the other hikes in the area, I'd recommend getting a guide just so you can get more of the information on the trees, the plants, the birds, the wildlife.
Hi.
So Heather survived the skywalk.
I did. It was okay. I feel like the incline was all right. I just don't recommend it for people that are scared of heights.
Obviously, if you're afraid of heights, avoid it, but Heather trooped through it.
4 and 5 bridge is bad. It's very bad.
It sways a little bit.
Yeah.
So Monteverde's a popular area in Costa Rica, so there's a lot of cool restaurants and a lot of nice restaurants around. The hotel food has been amazing.
Absolutely.
But there's one within walking distance. It's called San Lucas Treetop Experience thing. It's a fixed meal. I think it's 7 courses. We usually stick to the ma and pa and cheaper joints, but we're just going all out tonight. We figured we'd take you along with us.
We just made it to our spot in San Lucas. You wonder why the suitcase is here. Well, it's because we're about to take a journey through Costa Rica cuisine.
Pretty bright right now, but they do 2 sit-ins at 5 and then the next one at 7, I think. If it gets too cold, they have blankets for you. They have a sweet bar. It's actually a hotel too. I think there's 5 rooms. It's like glamping pods. So I think there's 9 tables. This is a smaller one because there's only 2 of us. But there's bigger tables. You can fit up to 9 people. Sat down, there was a suitcase there, and you open it up, and there's food. The whole theme is it's a journey around Costa Rica, and there's 7 provinces, so there's 7 courses.
Okay, so this is supposed to represent the leaves at the bottom of the forest.
Which one?
This one here. And then this is supposed to represent the fungus, which is, yeah. This is a drink that Reggie's going to drink.
Made of corn.
Made of corn.
Bottoms up. It looks like mud water. This is what our feet were in last night. Oh my god, that's good. It's like cinnamon juice with apples. Boom. Next course. Oh, we ate the balls.
We thought it was to the end.
It's like white chocolate with Listerine. It was delightful. it's like a palate cleanser. So the next province is the province of the Pacific, and so they did a seafood spread. We have, I think, mahi ceviche with a corn tortilla, oysters from the sea, which you can almost see from here. Then we have tuna on, like, they look like corn husks.
So this course is from the region that's right on the other side of that.
Guanacaste.
Apparently this is in a blue zone. Blue zone?
I don't know, I think it's a blue zone.
So there's 5 in the whole entire world where it's like technically where people live longer. This one's basically made with like all different types of corn.
The secret to live in the average age of 94 in this province is corn.
What drink are you getting?
The golden toad poison is mango, chipotle, cane sugar liquor, and lemon. The first one was an IPA and a bourbon. But anyways.
And which course are we on?
3.5. Course number 4. So the next province is the coast of Limon. It's on the northwestern side. So we use a lot of chicken and a tomato paste and a lot of coconut. So we did instead of the chicken, they used lobster. And there's a coconut foam, coconut sauce with a tomato paste.
Reggie's like the best food critic because he loves everything.
It's delicious.
Yeah. He loves it. And no matter what.
Very good coconut tomato.
Always. And he's not lying either.
I think this is course number 5. So I think this is from the province where we came from in La Fortuna, because there was the volcano Arenal. The inspiration is the volcanic ash, and it looks like a rock. But this is actually, I think there's lamb in there because there's a lot of fertile lands. There's a lot of cattle, lamb, like livestock. And there's a tomato paste on the bottom. That's about it. Course number 5.
This is the casada. It's gonna be beef. We have a little bit of plantain. He said salad on the top. His definition of salad and mine are a little bit different, but I like his definition better. And then there's plantain puree on the bottom.
Course number 8. I think 8. Yes. So we're on to the desserts finally.
A dessert.
So I think this is from the province of Aurelia.
Good job.
There is a lot of farmers markets in Aurelia. So they have a lot of fruits. So they're known for a lot of produce and fruits.
And they go there and they trade.
Yeah, they trade. Representing that with a lot of fruit. There's passion fruit, pineapple, also cookies. And he said the cookie is soaked in beer. I don't know. But this is fancy AF. Aurelia is a city and a province, but they have a lot of mangoes in the city, so they represented Aurelia with something that looks like a mango. I think it's sherbet. I don't know. I don't think it's a mango.
No, it's hard.
Oh wait, let me see if I can crack it open. Oh look. Yeah, mango. And chocolate at the bottom. All right, perfect.
Okay.
Dinner complete, and at the end you have a surprise. They got our picture when we get in, and you get chocolate. And the best part is it's about the golden toad and even though we said no more uphills, the restaurant is on a hill. Duh. Anyways, we just finished dinner.
I think no one had to like chase us down.
9 course.
We didn't pay for alcohol.
Yeah, we forgot. Well, we paid for it. We just
Well, no, we
kind of
forgot to pay for it.
Yeah, manager
This is like
came out and
prefix,
just yeah. She's like, oh, by the way, you got to pay for it. Anyways.
I almost offered her chocolate. This concludes our last night at Monteverde.
Cool town. It's like a mountain town, cooler, a lot more rain, a lot more clouds, but different than...
No bathing suits needed.
No bathing suits, yes, the thing. So it's, when you think Costa Rica, you think beaches and seafood and ceviche. This was a little more different.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Our Koora Hotel that we've been staying at this whole time, amazing.
Yes, the
and
staff's
great
really
variety.
cool. The customer service is amazing.
Variety of food.
Bungalow is badass.
You can definitely split this with like another couple as well, because there's a whole nother, what we have here, exactly downstairs. So
there's like 7 or 8 bungalows, and then there's the main building where there's like 2-story little. Every place in this resort has an amazing view, which is the main reason you come to Monteverde is for the views.
Right.
So if you're gonna come to Monteverde, I would recommend the Koora Hotel. Everyone's been really kind. So we got a good variety so far. We've been to the volcano, we've been to the mountains, and now we're gonna go to the beach.
Can we?
Our place that Heather booked has been named the best resort in Costa Rica. So
Green Mountain was good to us, and we hope that it's good to you if you decide to visit.
Yes.
Ask us any questions if you want to, and until then, we'll see you at the beach tomorrow.
Koora out. Pura vida. The last fun fact about the restaurant, it's called San Lucas, the Treetop dining experience. I think the whole thing is an experience with the 9 courses. The whole point is the suitcase is the appetizer, and it's like you're traveling through the 9 provinces with the different foods. And at the very end, you get a little chocolate box called the San Lucas Treasure, but it came out of like a little contraption that looked like a prison. And I guess the whole point is San Lucas is the one of the islands in Costa Rica, and the owner named the restaurant after the island. And I guess there's a prison on the island, kind of reminds me of Alcatraz in San Fran. And so this came out of the prison. And then there's a drink on the menu called the Prisoner, which I had, which I didn't even know. And anyways, this is called the Golden Toad Treasure. Found nowhere else in the world except the cloud forests of Monteverdes, the golden toad has become a symbol of modern-day extinction, but it may not be too late for it to become a symbol of hope.